Hello, happy Monday, everybody. I hope everyone enjoyed their weekend. I wanted to thank you guys first and foremost for accepting the challenge and joining me on this journey of trying to utilize our whiteboards for something other than just random tasks, but trying to utilize it as a tool to progress towards our goals. Hopefully you were able to get one this weekend if you didn't have one, and if you already had one, hopefully you're able to knock the dust off of it and come join us. For those of you who don't know, by trade, I am a project manager. I help to manage multi-million-dollar IT projects, and I just wanted to provide a foundation or a baseline for us as we start off on this journey together. I wanted to give some simple principles of project management, and you'll see me refer to this throughout the videos to come and some of the content to come. It's going to relate back to project management and some of its principles. The initial principles I want to talk about today are just definitions. Many people don't know, but there's a difference between a program and a project. A program is something that is continuous, that's ongoing. In an organization, they may have a number of programs, and each program is for a specific purpose. It was established to maybe complete something, so they may have a program that's dedicated to a specific objective of the overall organization, but it's not temporary. It's something that's going to be ongoing. A project, on the other hand, is temporary. It's set up for a specific purpose, and once that mission or purpose is completed, once those objectives are completed, then the project comes to an end. Most of the time, there are multiple projects under a program, and they help to establish whatever the program is or help to accomplish the goals of the program. So as you see on the board right now, you'll see me make a couple of relations relating project management to our everyday life. And as you can see, our life is like a program. It's something that's ongoing, that's continuous. We don't have a defined end to our life, even though life will come to an end for all of us. It's not something that we are planning for or have a definite end for. So at this point, we just consider it ongoing. But in our life, we want to accomplish many different things. We have different things that we want to do, different goals. We have different priorities. And so, as you can see, each goal we're going to refer to as a project. Whether your goal is to go back to school, whether your goal is to get your master's degree, or potentially could be starting your own business, or whether it's a health goal that you have, each of those goals are a project that you have to put in time and effort into to accomplish. And so we're going to look at those things as a project. And then in our life, just like every organization should have a mission, in our life, our mission should be our purpose. Whatever it is that we were created to do should be our mission. That's the reason why we're here. That's what our program or our life should be dedicated towards, is fulfilling our mission. A lot of people don't know their purpose, and it's definitely understandable. And so for the practices of what we're doing here, if you don't know your purpose in life, that's okay. Just try to identify something that's a priority to you, something that you hold in high regard in your life, whether it's parenting, whether it's being a husband or a wife, or whether it's your career. Even if you don't think that that career is what you're supposed to be doing, if it's something that means a lot to you, something that's of high priority to you, make sure that you utilize it for the exercises that we're going to be completing. I drew the red arrow from project to purpose because every single in an organization, no matter what happens, every project needs to align to the mission of the organization. No project should be started in an organization unless it aligns to the overall mission of the organization. Otherwise, it's going to fall, it's going to lose its legs. No one's going to see the value in it because it doesn't align to what the organization was created to do. Therefore, for our purposes, every single goal that we create, no matter what goal that we're trying to use our whiteboard to accomplish, it needs to tie back to our purpose in life. It needs to tie back to the reason we were created. If we're doing something that doesn't have any place in our life, that doesn't help us to fulfill our life, we should not be focusing our time or energy to it. Likewise, if we don't have a purpose, but it needs to tie to a priority in our life. We should not be starting anything that doesn't align to something that we hold in high regard, something that's going to be fulfilling for us and something that means a lot to us. So that's what that arrow is representing. So what we're going to do for our first exercise is something called the 3-step drill down. And you're going to see me use this a lot. I love the number 3, even though number 2 is my favorite number. Number 3, it means a lot biblically. And it means a lot just in everyday life. As you know, there's a past, present, and future. There's a God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit. Jesus was dead for 3 days, and then he rose on the third day. As you can see, just 3 pops up a lot of times. And even though 7 is a number of completeness, I think that if you can identify 3 different things for everything that you come up with, then it's going to help you create a good drill down effect so that we can start to utilize our board for something more than just writing random rogue one-off things, but we'll be able to actually start to put some teeth into what it is that we're trying to accomplish. So under the black line, you'll see where I have written purpose, and I want you to do this. So I want you to take some time and write down what your purpose in life is. Whatever your overall purpose is, write it down. If you don't know your purpose, you don't know why you were put here, or don't have a feeling of just an overall sense of vocation of what you're trying to accomplish in life, that's okay. Just write down your number 1 priority there, or a top priority for you. So as you can see, mine is to teach others on how to live more fulfilled lives. That is that's my purpose. That's why I'm here. That's why I was created. So whatever your purpose is, or whatever your high priority is, I want you to write it down. Then under that, I want you to write down the goal. So when I say the goal, I mean, what are you going to use this board for? I want us to focus our attention on exactly what it is that we're going to use this board for. It should only be meant for one specific thing. If you want a board that's going to be able to hold tasks or be able to have a to-do list, there's a ton of apps out there. You can get another whiteboard, but I want this one to be specific to one thing, and that's whatever your goal is. So I'm going to use this board to teach others how to utilize whiteboards more effectively. And so as you write down the goal, as soon as you write down the goal, make sure that it aligns to the purpose. If it doesn't align under the purpose, if it doesn't fit under the purpose, if it's not helping to accomplish the purpose, then you need to erase that goal and rewrite another one that fits under the purpose. For the first thing, I want you to write down 3 things that you need to do in order to complete your goal. Not holistically, it doesn't have to be soup to nuts or beginning to end. It just has to be 3 things that you need to do in order to make sure that that goal gets done. And I want you to leave some space under the first thing. So my first thing is inform people of a desire to work with them. So some people saw my first posting. It was just a video of me saying, hey guys, I want to help you utilize your whiteboards more effectively to progress towards your goals. And so that was the first task that I wrote down. The next one, or my number 2 task, was to plan and develop all the lessons. So I sat down, I had to make sure that I wrote out all the lessons, make sure that I had something to say in these videos, something worth listening to. So that was another task that I had to write down. The third thing is to post the videos and written content. So as soon as I create and develop all the lessons, I have to create these videos, and then I have to post them, and I'll be posting other written stuff too. So these are 3 major things that I need to do. But I just want to focus on the first one right now. And so here we go with the next 3 steps. So you saw that we had the original 3-step drill down. Now we're going to do another 3-step under the first step. So I want you guys to look ahead. So as you can see, I created 3 more steps under the original step. So as we drill down, we see that the next step is to create an intro video. So I already did that. I wanted to inform everybody, so I went ahead, created the video, and then the next thing was to post the video. So I posted it on Facebook for everybody to see that I'll be helping them to utilize their whiteboards more effectively. And then the last step is to post the whiteboard reminders. And so this weekend I posted a couple reminders to people, letting them know, hey, go out, get your whiteboards, join me on Mondays for this video. I want you guys to take this as homework. I want you to go back, spend some time really thinking about it. Identify whatever it is your purpose is. If you want to spend some time thinking about purpose, that's awesome. I think you should. So go back, think about your purpose. If you don't know your purpose, come up with a high priority in your life. Then identify a goal for your whiteboard. What are you going to use this whiteboard for? Why are you using this? Why do you want to accomplish whatever goal you write down? Make sure that the goal aligns to the purpose. Make sure that it's helping to fulfill the purpose. And then come up with 3 steps to get the goal done. Whether it doesn't have to be beginning to end, like I mentioned before, just make sure it's 3 things towards completing the goal. And then under the first thing, I want you to come up with 3 things to get the first thing done. So what 3 things can you do to check off to make sure that you get the first item done? So that's your homework. Again, I want you to realize and recognize that we're utilizing this whiteboard because of the boundaries that it sets for us, because it's strategic in nature. We're trying to write down actionable steps that we can actually check off, and because it's on the wall, it's in our face. As you can see, I got mine posted on the wall. It's something that we're not going to walk by or ignore. And if you have any questions, I want you to contact me at Bread for Greatness. That's BREAD, for the number 4 greatness at gmail.com, or contact me on Facebook. Thanks. God bless.